Good morning, my friends. I have returned. Just in time. Just in time. For a massive GE tax increase. Thank you for joining me. Where am I going? I'm gonna get it started off with, actually, I think I'm gonna go on a farm run real quick. Whilst I pull everything up that we need to check for all the GE tax update stuff. Music is a bit loud. I'm gonna swap to not too bad. What else do I need? In a minute. I have been working on stuff the last few weeks, but kind of getting back in the swing of things, you know? Need just a house teleport. That's what I need to do. I think I have the money to max construction, so I think I'm gonna do that sooner rather than later. Be easier with my timers. Skills necklace. I need to go buy some of those. Alright, in that case, let's just stop by the GE real quick. Check this out. This is going to be interesting. So all of these I put in overnight. And so I only paid the 1% tax. Whereas these see, like this one, whereas these I paid the 2% tax on. It's crazy. Can't believe they just did that overnight. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. If I just look at logs. Just do a quick price check. Are they going back over 1K? Maybe. Yeah, 20 GP for the tax. That's crazy. I don't know what this means for flipping. That's actually like not a bad margin. Like, what if we try to buy them for like... I wonder if we can take advantage of some volatility here. I just can't help myself. But I left these in because they're 1% tax still. Oh, the whole thing I needed to do was buy skills necklaces. Turn my music down a little more. Should turn area sounds off. So let's just, while we're here, let's just take a look at the news posts. I thought there would be a news post. Oh my god, I'm not gonna free scroll Reddit though, hang on. Okay. What is this sauce? One sec. I'll just get my farming run started while we do this. So, let's see. I didn't even buy this skills necklace. Whatever. Let's get started. Let's get started. Procrastinating here. I'm just trying to think through, like, a 2% tax. Man, really makes a lot of things. Like, I feel like we're going to be doing a lot more swing trading. Did I just take 1 or 5? A lot more, like, long-term hold kind of stuff. Like, what's happening to the broader market, I wonder? Yo, this is a huge sell-off. Hang on here. Looks like we're leveling off at about like December 2024 levels. As far as like broad index, which these are the items, like the common items that it's based off of. Oh, you can't even see that. Got things like, you know, Bizzle Whip, Cannonball, Coal, Cowhide, Sharks, Use. All really like common items. kind of floating around the economy a lot. High volume stuff. Oh my god. Swap left click to use. That's what I need. I guess he does note cleaned herbs too. Maybe I should clean them. Find the news post. It's gotta be like, I wonder if they're quick on the wiki. Changes are at the bottom. God damn. Oh, it's in the Yamma. CAs and more. Okay, so let's go through it real quick. Okay, Yamma stuff. Yamma fixes and tweaks. Yes. Interesting. GE tax. Boop. Okay. As a part of our ongoing commitment to maintain a healthy in-game economy, we're making a change to the Grand Exchange tax rate. We understand that any update involving your hard-earned gold can be sensitive, so we want to be fully transparent about the reasons behind this change and how it will affect your gameplay. Why change the GE tax rate? The amount of GP entering the game has steadily increased over the years, but our systems for removing GP, known as money sinks, haven't kept pace. See, what I am curious about is the cap, and if they'll explain why. Why they are leaving the cap at like 5 mil. A change like increasing the GE tax is a meaningful step towards restoring economic balance, help curb inflation, and preserve the value of your wealth. The goal here isn't to punish trade. Thank you for the follow. Holy cow, that notification was super loud. How do turn that down? I do not know how to do that. Oh, I do know how to do that. Give me a sec. The goal here isn't to punish trade, but ensure old school continues to have a vibrant and sustainable economy for years to come. Okay. Here's what's changing. The Grand Exchange tax rate will rise from 1 to 2%. Items under 50 GP will not be taxed. It used to be 100. So that's interesting. Since 2% of those values round down to less than 1 coin. Tax cap of 5 mil remains in place for high value trades. Existing offers at the time of update will remain taxed at 1% or not taxed at all, ensuring fairness for trades made under the old rules. Only newly created offers after the update goes live will see a 2% rate. Okay, so they also adjusted the item sinks. That's very interesting. Added burning clause to the sync list. Increased sync rates for several high impact items, including Fang, Lightbearer, Arcane Prayer Scroll. Cool. I have all of these except for Dragon Hunter Lance, so that's good news for me. I wonder if those are spiking. Select Dragon Hunter Lance. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Jumped like 3 mil this morning. Meanwhile, these items are now a little less likely to be sunk. Spectral Spirit Shield, Arcane, and Kodai. Okay, I don't have any of those. That's good. Finally, after reviewing item performance and value over time, remove the following items from the sync list. Sarah Sword, Warrior Ring, Seer's Ring, Bandos Boots, Cudgel, Hydroclaw. Huh. Some of the items on this list seem too low to be worth sync. Okay. So they've been syncing them. In most cases, the real issue is sheer volume of these items entering the game. Like, what is the volume on like an occult? Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, like thousands. Thousands a day. So yeah, that makes sense. Can you believe occult necklaces were like a mil at one point? They're gonna go to ALK value probably. What's their ALK value? $27K. Okay, they're not gonna go that low. That's crazy. Okay. Um In most cases, the real issue is sheer volume of these items entering the game. We think the GP is better directed towards other, more effective syncs. You'll still pay a tax when trading these items. The game won't be scooping them up and deleting them anymore. We hope these changes will let us focus your taxes on the items that are most heavily needed in need of an item sync, while still removing plenty of gold from the game overall. We also made some low value and early game utility items fully exempt from the GE tax. Oh, interesting. This includes things like low tier food, energy potions, teleport tablets, early game ammo, mind runes. This is really interesting. Like teleport tablets. Like, what's going on with teleport to house right now? Spiking. Might be a good time to make tablets. Um, these items are useful for newer and lower level players, and taxing them didn't really sink much gold, but did make the early game just a little less friendly, so we've cleaned that up. At the end of the day, this isn't just about numbers, it's about keeping the old school economy healthy so your GP stays valuable and prices stay fair. We'll be monitoring these changes closely as always. We'd love to hear your thoughts. My initial thought is why, like, I'm not saying it's the wrong choice, but 2% tax, like, why raise the tax rate before you remove the cap or increase the cap? I'm curious about that. They didn't explain that too much. Um, but no, I think this is good. I need to look for stuff that I can buy cheap. Like, what are like biggest price movements right now? Market watch. Like, what are mahogany planks doing right now? I'm only saying that because I actually like need some. They've been climbing. They've been climbing. I got some at like 2K or something. Ooh, these are cool. I've never read a RuneScape novel. Wonder if they're good. All right, other changes. There's something sneaky hiding in here, I'm sure. Ah, burning logs at a bonfire now offers the same XP. Yes, that was a pulled change. We can finally AFK. Oh my god, I should be AFKing that right now. No, I'm farming. Um, Players entering the Guthix portal will now be randomly assigned a team. Leaving and rejoining the waiting room won't change your team. Okay. Players can no longer smuggle non-combat items into Soul Wars. Interesting. Okay. We got to test bonfire change. So we'll add that to the list. Ooh, my magic logs are actually buying. Yeah, I've been grinding this farming level. 88 now. I feel like a lot's happened since I last streamed, at least on the account. Got into Elf City. Made a bunch of money. Gear upgrades. Working on like base. Well, I got like 60 rune crafting. But other than rune crafting, I'm working on base 70s, 80s. Been out here. Yeah, is it weird that I'm like actually kind of excited for the fire making change? I actually think that's great. over to Artie. I also haven't played Castle Wars since the new update. It was like a while ago, I guess. I don't know, we're spoiled. We get updates like every week. That's what I forgot is a Catherby teleport as well. I'll get better. Oh, that was an elite task? I just switched herbs. That's cool. Man, elite tasks are crazy. Alright, so I'm gonna do these farm runs. I think I still have a tree run to do. Do my birdhouses. Got all kinds of trees to do. Probably, we're definitely gonna get a farming level. I really wish that there was a recent poll about modifying like GE prices or like your offer prices. I guess it got voted down. I am curious, like, with some items, when we saw the 1% tax increase, or like introduction, really, um, margins got better on some items. So I'm curious to see what the deal is with that. If we'll get better margins on some things. And those ancient crystals, I feel like those are a secret. Like, you can buy those and just alch them. And they're like 1k profit each. I think a 250 buy limit. So you could spend just like mils overnight on alchables and like make a hefty profit. I do have a few, like, I got quite a few alchables I need to do. You do that in between. Should have bought them for while I was or brought them for while I was running around. Dang, dude. I should have just bought a Tormented Synapse last night. I had like just enough money. And I thought they were going to spike back up. I had no idea. Like, the tax came out of nowhere, I feel like. Did they? Or maybe I don't know. Maybe I just missed it. I'm sure I just missed it. Yeah, there might be a riot about the taxes. Especially from like the American player base. Americans have historically not responded well to taxes. From the British, specifically. There are people dropping. Oh my god. Since the sync is launched, 5,500 spectral on arcane shields, 2.9 thousand volatile orbs, 1.8k harmonized, only 399 T-bows. I guess that makes sense. Amarak spear, tentacles. Yeah, they were removing so many occults. I see why they removed them, because they're just like, whatever, let it just fall to its like closer to out price. Blow 45,000 blowpipes, dude. That's crazy. Off to Drainer. Mind runes being exempt is interesting. a certain point, the tax will get annoying enough that people will literally start buying like more peer-to-peer, which I also don't think is a bad outcome. It's not efficient. Ancient crystals keep rolling in. I'm like for real at a loss on how to train runecraft. Like it can't just be ZMI altar until like 70 or something. Man, I need more coffee. I am going through this so slow right now. My other herbs are already like mostly done. Like 2/3 done, halfway done, whatever. Oh, I still had dwarf weeds here. Torstals now. That's why my left click wasn't swapped. There we go. I was wondering where my music was. Alright, so now we still got Catherby, Farming Guild. Let's just go back to the GE since I forgot. Skills necklace, dang it. Wow, I can't believe these are actually buying. What are they selling for? Well, I price checked them at 1018. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, a 1% return on magic logs is not terrible. 10 GP per log. It might be a flippin' day, fellas. In fact, I think it literally is. I gotta alcohol this stuff. Well, let me pause. I can finish a farm run. I can finish a farm run. I can finish a farm run. Catherine teleport and swap out the skills necklace. Alright. Let's do Cutting Guild first. %. How's 2%? That was 3% too loud. Skills necklaces coming through. I just want to max farming so I can just do herb runs. I can finish an herb run. I can finish an herb run. This is a banger. What song is this? The Forlorn Homestead. I like it. Time for more coffee. Take the snape grass. I don't know why when I was a kid I used to avoid farming. Like, farming is so chill. The absolute chillest. my god, I just want to look up something basic. Can I turn the AI thing off? Oh god. All the magic logs finished selling. What did I make? Quick 100k already. Not bad. Off to Catherby. And we'll wrap up at the farming guild. I'll probably I think what I want to do is just wrap up at the farming guild real quick and then head to the GE, do a little bit of flipping. Then maybe we'll finish our tree run. I really should do the birdhouse run too. Skills necklaces are done. Did I click on the guy? I think it's getting to the point where like I may set up like a price target system. Right? So like let's take magic logs for example. Do one of these. So we can do this at the same time. Work. Okay, so let's take a look at the year. Or quarter's probably easiest. Right? So what I would do is I would just like look at like the historical pricing all the way out, like even back to like 2017. Right? I would say, oh man, like when it gets down below 1k, like maybe I'll start buying a bunch. Right? And then set a price target somewhere above 1k where it's like, oh, then I know that I'm selling a bunch, right? And you can do this with like individual items, but you just have to put in the time and like analysis to do it. But then, because yeah, like with a higher GE tax, the higher the again, I think the higher the taxes get, the bigger the margins, but the more time you will need to invest in the flips. It'll turn into more like swing trading than flipping. So yeah, I think that's where, you know, like I may just start a list of like, all right, here's my analysis on magic logs and why I think, you should buy them at as many as you can at 985 or lower, and then sell them at 115 or higher, right? Kind of like lock in those prices. Like maybe you get some update news, adjust the price targets. The thing is, like, I don't know. I need to like look at the old school rules. Cause like I don't know if like it's getting a little too close to like merging, right? Or is it? Rules of old school RuneScape. Reward trading. Chant. Like I don't think like I'm thinking about like financial analysts and stuff, right? Like they give price targets all the time. Rule breaking. Yeah, like I don't think that there's anything against the rules. Like, I think I could totally do that. Heck, I'd even do price analysis for the chat. Dig into old news posts. That. Alright, Farming Guild, and then we'll flip. Or trade, I guess. I mean, it's turning, like I said, more into trading every year, feels like. Is there anything better I can plant a cactus patch? Special patches. Oh, nope. Potato cactus is as good as it gets. Oh. And I don't have potato cactus. Well, let's change that. The question is, do I have potato cactus seeds? I'm sure. I feel like they're like one of the most common seeds. And it would be nice to check, or to do this Celestious tree. No, potato seeds. Potato cactus. Exotic. Yes. Potato cactus seed. Ooze on the cactus patch. Did compost. Okay. I think the poison ivy berries are as good as I can do. Ooh, I'm excited for the mahogany. I should probably just... The thing is, I'm missing prime trading time while everybody's like panicking about... I also need to find a spirit tree seed. Check health real quick. Have that XP. Dragon fruit, don't mind if I do. I'm here. Okay. Oh, snape grass. And really, I should go to Priv. That was really fast that it grew back those berries. What the heck? Must have done it like right before it ticked over. Oh yeah, we're so getting 89 today. Music at the Farming Guild is so goofy. Kind of like it though. Man, you know, last couple of days I've been playing Battlefront 2. Man, the game is still so good. I wonder if it would, like, work on my stream. Probably. I've also updated a little bit on my PC since I last streamed, so I'm sure. Dude, Tormented Synapse has gone up like 5 mil overnight. That's crazy, dude. The other thing I should be doing is probably flipping these contracts. I think they made them rare. I'm also not psyched that it's going to be a little tougher for me to do the math in my head, especially now that I've been used to doing a 1%. It's just double it, but whatever. Okay, that's all of them. Let's do a tree run. Alador teleport. We got the skills necklace. Need. Got that. The lumberage. Cavalry. I can use the crafting cape. Rock. And that's fine. Oh. Don't need these anymore. I literally did not know you could do that. I saw that on Reddit the other day and I was like, wait, you can just, I don't have to bring an axe? I just bring money? Oh my god, that's awesome. Except I'm out of magic. Okay, we'll go buy some. Harvest this. Do I need an axe to harvest it though? I do need an axe for that. Okay. See, now that makes sense. And that's okay, because it's like right here. Oh my god, I'm doing that every time. Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna start at the GE, because I need to go buy magic saplings. Collect all that. These have stopped buying. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Yeah, let's just do 1 mil at a time. One mil at a time. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should have just bought 12. Well, farming guild. Okay. Off to Falador. I guess the Ring of Wealth is quicker. Also did not check if I had mahogany saplings. Another big L. Yes, get rid of this tree. Holy cow. What a game changer. Wow, wow, wow. I literally feel so silly. I played the game 20 years, by the way. By the way. Oh, pay you? Yes. Oh, look at that. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Thank you, Faith. Oh my god, Gnome Stronghold. I was just at the GE. Why did I do that? Alright, let's do Tablery first. Oop. Wow. It's gonna make my XP per hour look crazy for farming. To the stronghold. I always forget I can use the basket. Probably should have just done that. Ah well, future optimizations, you know? Oh no, did this one die? It did. That's okay. And Varrock. Okay, before I go there, I'm gonna make sure I have mahogany log or mahogany saplings. So I'm gonna go straight into mahogany saplings and then okay, I have plenty of mahogany saplings. What about I got yew logs, okay, cool. Oh, let me just grab the dig site pendant. Might as well just do that right now. Should make more of those. Got plenty of rubies. What the hell is going on with mind runes? They said mind runes. I keep seeing mind runes is in the zeitgeist. Nothing's happening with mind runes. $63K. Okay. 63K till level. Trying to remember. We might get there. Oh. I do need to bank first. I also need to unlock this other hardwood tree. That would help. What level are redwoods? Trees. Special 90. Oh, we're so close actually. These. You know, I will actually take my log basket and the axe because I do want the mahogany logs. Bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. Fossil Island. Bada boom. Is Mushroom Meadow, right? Yes. What level is Herbivore? Oh no, I already got the XP from these. It's okay. I'll chop them down. Herbivore is 80. 80. Okay. So I feel like once we get 80, I can actually like properly grind Hunter. Not that I can't properly grind it now, but I can only do so many chins, you know? It's brutal. Click intensive. Hunter rumors aren't bad. I actually did enjoy grinding that a little bit. Should do that again. I'm wondering. So I saw the index was like shooting down. So I'm wondering if like now is a good time to stock up on natures. I wonder what cannonballs are doing. Like if cannonballs are like close to 2. Oh, yeah. Wait a sec. Yeah, like I might just grab like a limit of this, a limit of that. 'Cause I don't think I have any cannonballs right now. Might grab. I mean, coal is at a low too. It's actually not at an all-time low. Yeah, I think I might just go through and just buy some of that kind of thing, you know. Just to sit on. All right. Is it a chisel and a knife? I think so. Chisel and a knife. You logs and seeds. Zillion potato seeds. Probably faster to teleport, but let's take the scenic route. Where's my music? Is there like a... hammer and a chisel. Why do I do this to myself? What is this? Oh, it's this. It's the song. A hammer and a knife. A hammer. Knife. Oh, it's this area. Don't say anything. I don't wanna talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. It was a hammer and a chisel the whole time. Right, alright. Yay. We did it. We did it. We did it. Okay. To the valley, to the valley. I do not like the music here. It just hits my ears wrong. I should go do grapes too, but let's get some flips going real quick. So, yeah, I think cannonballs. Let's do a quick 191. Don't mind if I do. What's Cole going for? 37. Let's do a proper price check. Just see. Holy shit, they all bought already. 30. I bet we can get 131 with the volatility right now. Okay, we're gonna hold those. That's a hold. What else do we need? Let's buy some more. Let's see natures. Natures. Yeah. Natures. Let's do our own price check here. What do we got? I bet we can get, again, with the volatility, like, I bet we can get some lower pricing here. What else was I gonna grab? Oh, gold ore. Gold ore. Actually, looks like I probably won't buy it unless I can get it like mid 130s, which does not look like I'm gonna be able to do. No. It is actually a pretty good flip for gold ore though, so I'm gonna do that. What else was in my tab here? What the fuck is going on with snape grass? I feel like it's been dropping in price for a long time now. Yeah, it used to be like closer to 600. What's the price check at? Let's see. Let's see. I'm not biting on that. I will just flip these though. Holy cow, that was quick. Need to bump the price. Okay, that was great. That was great. Let's see if we can get away with 148 each. What about cosmic? Cosmic runes. See, like, there's a few of these items right here, like this, I feel like was being pinned at 100 or like just below the tax. And so I think that there's a bunch of like pent up demand. I think I might just buy. Am I gonna get charged tax on that? Yes. So it is 50 now. That just confirms that. I mean, they said that, so I thought so, but I'm gonna exit this trade. I think that's fine. 100k on not even a full, on like 9,000 magic logs. Like, I'll take that. Is there anything else that I want to buy long term though? Okay, what about dragon bones? Where are they at? Okay, they're pretty low. So let's buy. First off, let's just price check and see. I'm gonna think about that one. I would like to get like a couple thousand just to have in the tab. fuck it. Let's buy like 1K. And then really what I need to do is I need to alch all this stuff. There's like a lot of alchs. While I'm at it, I'll do that. We're gonna keep the cosmics. I won't use a note. I won't use an item. Any more alchs? I mean, those technically, but. Alright, cosmics are coming in. Like, what would be a good price target on cosmics, I wonder? I mean, I would be surprised if they didn't come back to like 120. Like a 20% margin. That could be good. Let's put these away. We'll just alch while we. I'll figure out how to do that later. There's a way you can like with the flipping tracker plugin or the flipping utilities plugin. There's a way you can like add a recipe, like the Dragon 2 hand. Like I alched it. Like I should be able to add that as a recipe. Where it's like, okay, like nature rune cost you 100 coins or whatever, and it does the math, adds it into your profits. Okay. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. We're like an hour and 30 in. And I will leave these. I'll leave these up. I'll be right back. We back. And we got yerba. Okay. Anything else that I need? Let's see. What about dragon hide? Oh. Let's check it out. Actually, probably not gonna do this. It'll be alright. Ooh, a lit arrow. So lit. This is like prime bank standing. I need to swap to the trade world, of course. See what the Goss is like. Oh. Where's the cool place to alch now? Is it like down here? D-Bones bought. Honestly, I kind of want to just use them. I should just buy more. Hang on, before I go crazy. Prayer calculator. Builded altar. D-Bones. Like, how much would I need for 99? It's actually way less than I thought. 34k. What's the buy limit? Buy a few more. We'll buy a few more. Once I get all this stuff out, I'll have way more money to do all that. I think I also have a ton of mahogany planks ready. Oh, natures. That's what I was gonna look at too. Nature runes. I mean, I'd love to buy some. Love to buy this. What did I just cancel? What did I just cancel? I could go back in the stream and look, but I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I was gonna say I'd love to buy them for 110 or less. So we'll see about that. Cole is not buying. It's okay. Give it a little more time. See, like, this is one of the ways that you can build like more like long-term wealth in this game with like lower risk is like you wait for like the broad market to drop, right? And then you look around at all of the items that are dropping, and if they're like staple items, they're usually pretty safe and will bounce eventually. Then check back in a few weeks. Bada bing, bada boom. Then simple stuff like this, like finding stuff that high alks features are coming in nice. Then of course like herb runs and all that fun stuff. Then bossing. Whiskey. Don't mind if I do. Let's see, are we buying more? Let's buy some more, why not? Do I just not have... Like, I feel like there used to be like a mixer. Where I could like... Oh, music looping. Ah, that's much better. I wonder what astrals are up to. Ooh, this is good. Yeah, let's buy a bunch of those. Let's get the money first. Hang on. We could snag those for 96 a pop. That's awesome. new scam is this? This dude's saying buying all items over 100 mil, overpaying. Yeah, 25K of those, please. That would be so sick. And once all these are done out, could go finish up a thieving level. It's kind of fun. I am buying all these bones. Wonder if the Reddit is blowing up right now. I'm still shook about the amount of items removed by the sink. Like, that's wild. Wonder how much, I mean, I'm sure I could do the math, but it's hard to tell because like the prices are variable, obviously. Yeah, that's a lot of taxes. They won't get exactly double, but they're gonna get a lot more. Like with tax increases, it's hard to make a bad investment, right? Because like your GP will be worth more the more GP they take out of the game in the future. Super interesting. Oh yeah, I need to try the new bonfire situation. Let's do some real quick. Logs. Oh. Full 203 XP. Oh my god, that's awesome. Oh, that's so good. We'll save that for later. will say the Elf City woodcutting spot they use there, so cracked, so good. I have 26 mil worth of these ancient crystals. That's crazy. I'm about to alch all of them. Moved from the game. Alright, let's see. What are some other takes? You know what we should do? We should go check out Port Sarim and see if there's actually like a tea party going on. We got plenty of alks left to do. So. Bing bada boom. I mean, it would be on World 302, right? See anything yet? Typical splasher. Nothing. Seems like people are fine with the taxes. Oh, there's always going to be a campfire here now. It's so nice. Wondering if I should move those astrals up like 1 GP. let's do 1K at a time. 1K at a time here. See, my thing is, like, historically, dragon bones don't get cheaper. Like, honestly, I expect them to go back up to, like, 3K plus, like, pretty soon. Depending on, that's one that's like heavily bot dependent, you know? So depending on how well Jagex does at bot busting those particular bots. The other thing is like green dragon hide. Is kind of at a similar deal. I wonder, like, what's the high alk price? Of a green D-hide body. $4,680. So 4,680 divided by, take 3, 4. Just need a calculator. 1560. Like, I feel like, oh, dragon leather. Maybe that's what I should invest in. Because if I can get it below that 1560, like worst case scenario, I alk it. Like I craft it and alk it. Okay, hang on. Crafting calculator. Like if I, like now I'm wondering, can I do the same thing with like black D-hide? Probably not. Let's just check for ourselves. So black, yeah, dragonhide body. High alks for 8,088 coins. 8,088 divided by 3. And then how much is the black dragon leather? So dragon leather. Black dragon leather. Oh yeah, we can't do that. So really green is like the only one it would work with. Like, they're not going to change ALK prices, right? Let's see if we can pick up like 3K of it. Oh, the Astrals are coming in. Hell yeah. Because like worst comes to worst, I just climb the high scores. By crafting it. Then magic XP from alking. It's a lot of alking, but like if it's easy to do on mobile, I'm totally cool with that. Yeah, and it's already done. Same with the D-bones. D-bones. I'm sure it's like 10 mil. Okay. I'm gonna alk till I have 10 mil. You know, it seems like I'm like panic buying, but I'm like thinking this out, dude. Like I think that these are good moves. Hella dragon leather, dragon bones. It's all stuff I'll either use or like if I take a L on the cosmics, whatever. I don't think I will. I also wonder how this will affect like bots. I'd have to go back and like see how the original GE tax like affected things. Okay, so we bought, I'm pretty sure, yeah, like 7,500 dragon bones. Yeah. May use some of those today. We'll see. I think I am gonna buy more of this. Gotta Alkmore first. I may just leave like a overnight buy for Astrals as well. Like, is this an all-time low? I feel like that's a heavily botted item too. It's not quite. I mean, they were trading at 95. I mean, it's 72. Yeah, earlier this year. I mean, there's some downside potential there. I use Astrals too. Like, I've only got 5k right now. I use them for mahogany planks. Speaking of, I should go check the kingdom. As a matter of fact, I think I will go do that right now. Whilst we wait. So I can run around there and... Oh, no way. Where are you going? I guess I have a bunch of money in here too, like 7 mil or something. Nice. Okay, so let's go just up the favor real quick. Down the stairs. There's a bank over. Yeah, there is. Bank counter. Bank. Let's grab our axe here. Our axe here. Drop these teaks. I don't know if 2 ticking works like that, but or 3 ticking, whatever ticking. about sharks? No, I don't think I'm willing to go in on sharks. Might fish some. Sandwich. Ooh, is this where we get our stale baguette? This might be it. Oh, a roll. This is a roll, right? Give me this stale baguette next time. Forgot to check how much money was in there. Greetings. How's the kingdom faring? Deposit. I think the max is 7.5 mil or something. Yeah. All topped off. Back to the exchange, my friend. Alright, we only have 50 alks left. 50 alks left. Crush gems. Man. Burnt fish. Burnt fish. Nice, dude. That's a lot of burnt fish. What the fuck? $300 of that? One of these days I just want to like sit at the GE and just see how much money I can make off of just like basically like scrounging stuff off the ground. I really gotta alk these because they're worth just so much. There's still like 6 mil of them left. People hang out by the spirit tree? Oh man, more ancient crystals. People hang out by the clan hub? I think that might be a goal of mine this summer, is like do a little clan revival. Gotta reach out to Quebecy. Oh, you can get to Castle Wars right here? What? That's wild. Buying and selling. Free coins. Or do people hang out here? Is that... Yeah, I guess people hang out over here, huh? Still don't have a pet. Need a pet. Thought for sure I'd have like... I guess there's no crafting pet, huh? Alright, just a few more. Back up to the green stack. Alright. So we're back up to 13 mil. What else we got? Okay, the gold ore is selling. Okay, I think it's time to actually clear these out, even though they're 1% tax, yada yada. I just had so much of my capital locked up. Okay, so I still got 37 mil. So let's... some more dragon leather. Oh, it's even cheaper now, sure. Drop some cash on that. We may just hold on to those for a little bit. Crushed gems. Dude, my crushed gem stack's starting to look good. Over 3,000 now. Those way, that way. And all that green dragon leather has bought. We will just forget about it for now. Literally don't even know where it went. About 18 mil. Got about 30 mil in mahogany planks. Got about 19 mil in D-bones. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and buy another I'm just gonna leave an offer in for another limit of like 7,500. Hopefully that buys later. And then what else did I need? More crushed gems. Actually haven't checked in on mahogany planks. Okay, so they're at a solid price. What about mahogany logs? Mahogany logs. Nope, they're on the way back up. I'll pass on that. I think I'll just leave the rest in cash for now. Actually, one more thing. I was just looking at law rents. Okay, they're actually creeping up with the rent taxes. Still get some. Let's try for 120. And we'll just let them cook. Okay. Got all of our offers set up. Little collection stuff, little good pricing. Hopefully we can sell off the rest of this gold ore. Already made 64K on that. Alright. So that's good. Alright, let's go. Deposit that. Let's see. You know what? Let's go use some of these. Why not? I'm feeling a little spendy. Like I said, I don't think the prices get cheaper from here. Will it let me hop to a full world? Oh my god, just barely. It may be time to start making teleport tabs. Because here's the thing, I've been thinking about the no tax items. And I think I think a couple things. Right. First, I think that it's a weirdly like strange precedent to set, like exempting particular items. I don't know. It feels weird. I understand like the reasoning though. But what you then end up doing is like you end up creating storages for wealth, right? Like just like in real life, which may be intentional, right? But if I know that, you know, I need to spend my money on something, right? Like if I'm like a really rich player doing like PVM and stuff, like they will start buying stuff that has no tax applied. But let me look at the list again. Because I think like a similar thing happened with like in old school, or not old school, in RuneScape 3 with like spirit shards. Right, like it was like a fixed no tax, like you could exchange them with an NPC. So it kind of became like a default store of wealth. Oh, I'm out of the rhythm. I'm also just like trying to figure out GE tax stuff. Natures are good. All bought up. $110. I mean, I'll take it. I will take it. Sorry, friends. I'm like barely paying attention. I'm still getting 230, 240 an hour. 140,000 an hour. That's what's up. Is there even anything to unlock? I don't think so. I do need piety. Should also, like, I think it would be cool to try hosting houses. I think that would be cool. I think that would be rad. It's like a cool, like, little social thing too. Just kick it in the house, watch people do their thing. Buy up a bunch of alks. Interesting account. Like, why would you train any combat if you're just a skiller? Magic and prayer only? No HP. I guess you're still like a defense pure. I don't know. People like their accounts. I hope the audio is working out well. I had to like reset everything. But I'm really hoping, and it kind of seems like it's working out, that I will have plenty of time this summer to actually get some really like consistent streams in, because that's been my biggest thing is like I don't want to start, be consistent, and then fall off. But now I have like an actual sustained like couple months where I can be consistent. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing like the adding streaming into the morning routine, you know what I'm saying? Get a solid like couple hours in, maybe longer if there's like fun stuff going on. Could totally do another farm run. I might save that for later. Should probably do my birdhouses. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Takes 5 minutes. Okay, hammer and chisel. Seeds. And U-logs. Pretty sure that's everything. I think I got it. Go to the valley first. What a deal on the astral runes. What a deal. To the meadow. It's an egg nest. Better not be sick over there. Bird run complete. Forgot there was a bush there. Didn't exchange. Do. Oh man, I wish there was a better way to train rune crafting. Said everyone ever. Like, what's crafting laws like? You know? I feel like I could make a lot of money. Saw these new runes. It's more fun when it's AFK, honestly. Man, I really want to get into bossing, but I am just so bad at combat in this game. It's crazy. I think I actually already displayed that on stream when I was doing one of the quests. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, made it back before the inventory was over. Oh, I do want to see this take. So, Flipping Old School just released a video, so we will watch it together. I hope he's okay with that. If I find out he's
so I'm reading through the...
I will not do that anymore, but...
New update, and I get a giant jump scare as I'm scrolling down to the bottom. Jagex just changed the economy significantly, and it's buried in the Yama Combat Achievements update.
I think that's what bothers me the
most.
most.
The exchange tax is doubling, going up to 2%, alongside a host of other changes to the item sinks and the way the tax works. Okay, so let's have a look. So as part of an ongoing commitment to maintaining a healthy in-game economy, we've made a change to the Grand Exchange tax rate. We understand any update involving your hard-earned gold can be sensitive, so we want to be fully transparent about the reasons behind the change. Why the Grand Exchange tax rate? Well, the amount of GP entering the game has steadily increased over the years, but our systems for removing that GP, known as money sinks, haven't kept pace. That's true. A change like
That's
increasing the
very true.
GE tax is a meaningful step towards restoring economic balance, helping curb inflation and preserve the value of your wealth. So here's what's changing. The GE tax rate is going from 1% to 2%. Items under 50 GP will not be taxed. Now this rule already existed, but it used to be under 100 GP, and now the tax exemption is effectively halved. The tax cap of 5 million is still going to remain in place. That's exactly the same as it was before. So trading a Twistable on the Grand Exchange won't cost you 34 mil in taxes, it'll still cap at 5 million. And interestingly, any existing offers in the Grand Exchange will remain taxed at 1%, only new offers. That doesn't matter too much. Now, on top of that, they're also going to be making some changes to the item sync. Now, for those who don't remember, the item sync is something that was introduced originally with the 1% tax. Essentially, some of the money that was collected from taxing all the items in the game would be used to purchase specific items and then deleted from the economy.
This might
That
be a
way
hot
we'd
take,
effectively
but
have an
I think
item
they should sync out
and
a lot,
gold
of
sync
stuff.
from the same system. Now, there are currently a few dozen items on this item sync list, and they are going to be making some changes to the item sync in this update as well. Firstly, they're adding only one new item to it, that being Burning Claws, but they are going to be making some changes nonetheless to some of the existing items. So there are 6 items that are going to be increasing the sync rate of. We have the Asmunten's Fang, the Light Bearer, the Arcane Index Prayer Scroll, the Dragon Lance, and the Dragon Pickaxe. A few items are going to have their sync rate lowered, that being a Spectral Spirit Shield, the
Fang
Arcane
went up
Spirit Shield,
3
and the
mil
Koda
already.
Wand. And a number of items are just going to
4
remove
mil.
altogether. That being the Seratum Godsword, the Warrior's Ring, the Seer's Ring, Bandos Boots,
Let's
the
go.
Sarachnis Cudgel, the Hydra Claw, the Kraken Tentacle, the Trident of the Seas, the Occult Necklace, the Preserve Prayer Scroll. Why was that on there? And the Kodai Insignia. So that is a lot of changes. Let's discuss how this is going to affect the future of the economy and
Yeah, I wanna know
why
his
they might have made
take.
these changes.
If you guys don't know, like flipping old school is like the OG. As far as I know, the OG when it comes to like old school economics breakdown stuff.
Okay, let's start with the tax rate. Now, RuneScape lacks meaningful gold sinks. There's
Go
no
follow him. For
doubt
sure.
about that. The Grand Exchange tax is by far the largest gold sink in the game, followed by then my personal death cost of dying at the Coliseum in Yama. That's adding up to a lot right now as well.
Oh yeah,
Now,
my
it's very
death costs
difficult
are
to
also
even
sinking
know how
tons of money.
effective the 1% tax was, because we can go back and look at items. You look at item like the Twisted Bow and you can see this line, here's the GE tax. Oh wow, as soon as we put in the tax, it went way up in price. That's kind of an outlier. Tons of the items on the list spiked up or went down. There's not really a consistent trend that we can see from at least the items that were added to the item sync list. Well, my guess is a 1% tax probably wasn't moving the margin that much, but of course it's better than nothing. Well, the very minimum allow them to have a more effective item sync, which will show a bit more of a visible difference possibly. Because strictly removing just gold from the economy is hard to track. I mean, sure, there might be 2% less gold or however much from all the trades, but we'll never know how fast the economy is inflating. I mean, realistically, a more effective way to reduce gold in the economy is to stop adding in dumb moneymakers like zombie pirates. Another random low effort moneymakers that just print money. Now, I will give them credit. I think they've gotten better at this generally, but every once in a while, there's just a rogue update like that. It's like, what is this? This is literally just printing 2 mil an hour cash for no reason, or at least it was. Now, how does this affect flipping? Some people might be interested in that. Well, what happened originally when the 1% tax was added is the margins for each item spread by about 1%. People who are flipping kind of create the liquidity for items, and they're not in the business of losing money, so for most items, the margin will probably increase by 2%. Now, for everyday players, it just might mean you might want to take...
This is the funny thing, like, because I heard about this browsing this morning, and like the people on the whatever, I think there's like a old school RuneScape flipping subreddit. They were like, "This is the end. It's the end." I'm like, guys, no, it's not. Like, the margins are just gonna get wider. The flipper in real life and in this game, the person who is providing the liquidity always passes on the fees to the buyer, right? It's no different here.
Take the time to slowly sell your items for an appropriate price, because dumping it will mean you might lose 2% of the value plus the tax. Now, because the tax cap remains the same at 5 mil, this change starts to affect items that are over 250 mil less and less. Effectively, items taxed from 50 GP to 250 mil will be taxed at 2%. Items over 250 mil start to have their tax rate.
And I see why, like, they didn't explain it. Like, that's what I was waiting for. They didn't explain it, but like, I think the reason why they won't increase the cap is because, like, the result of that would probably be like crashing high value items. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Decreased as
I
you
want to
hit
know
the
his
cap.
take.
Now, an item sink and a gold sink are kind of doing different things. The gold sink is trying to curb the inflation of RuneScape GP. If you look at moneymakers over the years, they have slowly crept up in how much money you can make at the top end moneymakers. And sure, moneymakers like Theater of Blood,
yes.
Yama, those aren't actually dropping gold generate items directly. But you can still track kind of how much gold's in the economy, and how much people are willing to spend for these high tier items over the years has gone up significantly. High-end moneymakers now kind of settle around the 10 mil to 15 mil per hour GP rates, where 5 years ago that was a ludicrous amount of money. Now it's like, if Yama's making less than 10 mil an hour in the first month, that kind of seen as like, oh, a little underwhelming. So Gold Sink is trying to just keep the value of the gold higher in the long term. The item sink is trying to actually just curb the rapidly decreasing value of certain items. Some items have natural item sinks in the game, such as the Tentacle Whip, deleting whips out of the game. So Jagex thinks the Burning Claw needs an item sink. Sure, the Burning Claw has gone down a lot. It's way cheaper than its sister item. And they've also increased the sink rate of the Fang, the Lightbearer, the Arcane, the Dex, the Dragon Lance, and the Pickaxe. Now, Jagex even acknowledges lower down that the real issue with most of these items is the sheer volume of them entering the game. Now, it's funny to say that for those items they removed, but put an item like the Lightbearer on this list. The Lightbearer's gone, guys. It was fucked the minute that we made it that common and TOA started pumping out purples. The Fang and the Lightbearer, it's over.
Yeah.
The Fang especially probably shouldn't be an 8 mil item, but it's too late. The Arcane and Dex possibly as well. And the Pickaxe is just so common now because you can get it from multiple sources. The Grand Exchange item sink is kind of
sell my Fang.
by how much money it's actually willing to go into it.
That's
Clearly,
a good point.
It's a small slice. They even acknowledge it right here. Is used for artificial item sinks, and there's never going to be enough money in that pot to fairly sink these items without just artificially pumping up an item that would just seem disingenuous. A much more effective way to curb the long-term decrease in these prices is just to make TOA purples, I don't know, maybe not as common when you're doing a 500. Maybe purple chances should have been capped a little bit lower.
Yeah, maybe so.
Unfortunately, a system like this just isn't quite powerful enough to fully right some fundamental problems. The fundamental issue is that most of the items on this list are just far too common, which in and of itself might not be an issue. I think a lot of these items maybe are just not attributed to the right piece of content. Like maybe the Fang should have been as rare as the Elidness Ward, and the Ward could have been a really cheap upgrade, whatever. Or Oathplate's a good example. Oathplate's coming from what is a pretty heavily farmed, accessible boss, which in itself is not a bad thing. That's great. People get to experience cool endgame bosses, but should a competitor to Torva come from something that is dropped so commonly? Modash even released an up-to-date list of how...
So my hot take on this is that I think what they're doing is they're preparing for... Like, they're laying the groundwork to make the skill creep, or not the skill creep, the power creep slower, I think. And it sucks now, but like I just think it's because we can't see the bigger picture of what they have planned as far as like endgame PVM items.
So many items have been sunk, and we can see a bunch of different items that were removed. We can see 17,000 light bearers have been removed, and there's still like 2 mil each. 400 twisted bows have been removed. 38,000 Bentos God Swords, 204,000
This was the
Kraken
craziest thing.
Tentacles. The item sync has removed items in the tens or even hundreds of thousands, but even an item like the Occult that has had 250,000 of them removed from the economy still is kind of just a drop in the bucket in the long term, and is much more at the whims of supply and demand. So on a day-to-day basis, how is this going to change? Well, not too much. The convenience of the Grand Exchange is too high. I don't think a 2% tax rate or even a 3% tax rate would be enough to move the needle. We have to remember when this tax was originally going to be implemented, 1% was not the de facto number. People thought it might be higher. And obviously Jagex now thinks it should have been as well.
5,
so when you're
10.
selling your items, maybe take a second, put them in for the mid price, don't dump them.
I remember
Especially items in the like 100 to 200 mil range. Like if you just get an Oathplate chest as a drop, now you're losing like 3.5 mil by selling it straight up, and then you might lose another 2-3 mil in margin. So that's like a 6-7 mil loss you might get on this item. So yeah, take your time. Maybe don't buy and sell items for specific content. If you're buying an item just to do a Slayer task, you might lose 5 mil on it. Who knows? Alright guys, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of the Grand Exchange tax. I'm sure you're going to anyway. Talk to you guys later.
That was flipping old school. Jagex just made a huge change to the RuneScape economy. If you guys are watching, go like the video. Check him out, dude. He's like, he's really good at this. He does like updates, specifically like focused on like money making stuff. He's got like a Trader Steve series. It's got like a pretty cool flipping guides and all that. Check him out, dude. He's cool. Yeah, I was gonna look up the oh my god, this dude has so much prayer XP. What the hell? He's rank 283. 200 mil crafting. Wow. Jealous. Do we know when Sailing's coming out? Autumn. There's no shot I can max between now and then. I mean, I could, but it would be no life. So really, I can't. I mean, Slayer alone, 69 to 99 is a lot. What's going on with Zulrah scales, I wonder? They've been creeping up over the last week or so. They were sub 200. See, anybody else got takes? That was a quick, they were quick to get that video out. No, I think that was like the very first proper take. Man, you can tell everybody's old. These dudes talking about AIM in the chat. That's so funny. I gotta get back in the mood to quest, because I still gotta unlock Ancients. I feel like that's like one of the big things I really need to unlock. I just want skilling to be more profitable. I always have. But that's really tough to do with bots. Another sneak attack from the radical left-wing Sarah Doman Socialist Party. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't even exchange them. Too busy laughing at jokes. Alright, 2 more inventories and we get a level. can't believe today was the first day I ever learned about farmers being able to cut your trees like instantly for you. That is so crazy. Nice. 88 prayer. 1888 total level. Looks like a bot. Hard to say though. Superior dragon bones on the floor. I am not that rich. I am burning money, but I'm not that rich. I could probably knock out a range level tonight. I think tomorrow I might try to grind through rune crafting. I'm like, runecraft sucks so bad. There's just no good training method except for guardians until like 77. Is there like a library? The Arceus library. Like, I wonder what that training method is. 100 books an hour. That would be so slow. I don't know, y'all. Double cosmic runes? Fairy ring. I can't even do double astrals until 82. Maybe I could do lava runes? I'd have to like try a couple of inventories and see how it goes. I might have done that at some point. So I have a Ring of the Elements. I'll be right back. Into the restroom. Alright, y'all, this has been a nice chill stream. Got at least one level. A little over 3 hours now, so I think I'm gonna call it. As always, you can find the VODs on YouTube. Get them up there as soon as I can. Thanks for everybody for stopping by. I think tomorrow we'll do a similar thing. Monitor the market a little bit. And definitely crack out this farming level if I don't have it by tomorrow. Maybe we'll do some thieving. I'm trying to work on base 80s, so maybe we'll do some agility if I can stomach it. Also been seeing Battlefront 2, like seems like a fun time right now. So, anyway, thanks for stopping by. Catch you guys later.